Hey everybody. Okay, so it's been a while since I did the first video, so I wanted to get up to speed and do another one here. I was able to move down to the music room here. I was able to get a tripod for my video camera, so that's the reason I couldn't do it before. Anyway, over the past few weeks, I have purchased a lot of bargain bin dollar stuff. Most of that I've already shelved and put away. I kind of got ahead of myself, so I don't want to go through and pull all that out to do the video here. So I do have some selected stuff here that was in my rotation, and there's a couple of bargain bin things here as well as some regular price stuff. So I want to try and keep this somewhat short, so let's get to it. I've really been trying to focus on my 70s prog rock in the collection right now, and that includes some 45s too. So I picked up two here, and this first one is a 7-inch of Yes, Give and Take on Arista with Light Me Up on the B-side, and it's got a little promotional drill through the vinyl there, but doesn't affect the play or anything, so I got that for $1. And then I was happy to see this one because I've really been focusing on Genesis as well, and this one has the picture sleeve, and it's Paper Laid by Genesis on Atlantic, in really good shape for $1. Little, you know, wear here, but hey. So I got those. Okay, on to the 33s. This is a very important album to any Yes fan. They should probably at least own this and listen to it, because if it wasn't for this album, the Yes Drama album probably wouldn't have happened. And this is the Buggles Adventures in Modern Recording, and this has I'm a Camera on it, which on the Yes album became Into the Lens. Same song, different take on the song, but you can totally see where it came from. So that's that. And this is what we're listening to right now. These were out of a dollar bin, and I had never heard this band before, so this was a experiment and a gamble, and I absolutely love it. I love jazz, I love fusion, Weather Report, you know, things like that. And I had never heard of these guys, and what a good discovery for me. A lot of you probably have. But this is Passport Handmade. And this is a German jazz group, and really good stuff. I'm sure Derek probably knows these guys. And this was another one, Passport Cross Collateral. And this I actually found at a what do you call it? A antique store, and it's a promotional copy, and it's got the gold stamp on it. And all you Susie and the Banshee fans, you all know of the Creatures, and this is Boomerang, and this is a promotional copy of Boomerang in really good shape, except for there's a little rip on the cover here where probably a price tag or something was at one time, but you know, you gotta take it when you see it. Okay, from the same store, this is Susie and the Banshees Peekaboo. This is a import copy, 12-inch single of Peekaboo. So I got that, and mint condition here. This is an import copy, and it even has a promotional photo inside. And this is Susie and the Banshees, Once Upon a Time, the singles. And this is on Polydor, UK. So I got that. And I think these were maybe $3 a piece. And this is an import copy, same label of Juju, Susie and the Banshees. And it originally came with the Israel 45 single. That's not in here, which is unfortunate. It is a mint condition vinyl, and a darn near mint condition sleeve. So I just need to find me the 45 to complete it, but I had to get it for that price. And then the last one for Susie here is Kaleidoscope, and this is also an import. These are all together at that antique store, so I had to get them all. They're all in pretty much mint condition. Okay, this I believe I paid, I think it was $9.99 for, and this is a reissue of this album. I believe it's 180 gram, and it's Death for the Whole World to See. Now, don't get this confused with the heavy metal band Death. This is a late 70s trio of African American brothers, all three of them, and it's a very early punk style, actually. And if you're unfamiliar with them, get on YouTube and look up Politicians in My Eyes on YouTube by Death and give it a spin. You might really like it. I sure do. Oh, this is what I was looking for earlier. This is Passport Earthborn. This was supposed to be with the other passports. This was a sealed copy of this in the dollar bin. So it's part of a passport. Now this is funny. This is an interesting little story. So a couple weeks ago, I've been after this album for a while, used to have it, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I try not to eBay unless I absolutely have to. So I broke down and I went to my local record store, and I sprung for the 180 gram remaster version of The Queen is Dead by the Smiths. Nice gatefold. Like I said, I always put a little notation on the sleeve here. So I buy this, and it was my first stop of the day, and so I continue on to the next stop, which was a secondhand shop, and I found a mint copy, UK import of The Queen is Dead, gatefold copy as well, for $2. So I decided I could have taken the 180 gram back, but at that point I was already into it. Hadn't opened it yet or anything, but it's one of my favorite albums of all time. So funny story, but sure enough, on the same day. So there's that. This I paid $7.99 for at the record store, and I'm not sure if I showed this in the last video or not. I may have gotten it right after I shot that first video. But this is an original pressing gatefold copy of The Shins, Shoots Too Narrow. This is an incredible band. I absolutely love this band. This is a gatefold. They are out of Oregon now. They were originally from New Mexico, I believe it was. But they're very much, I would say, like the Beatles meets the Smiths with a dash of Buzzcocks. If you have not experienced this band, look them up and give them a try. One of my new favorite bands right now. Okay, so here's another funny story. I was at the record store, and like I said, I was focusing on Genesis, and they had this Canadian pressing of Spot the Pigeon, which was never released here in the U.S. This was only released in Canada, I do believe. And this is a black vinyl edition in excellent condition, so I was happy to get that. And so then I went to the record store in the next town over, and I found this one, and this is the blue vinyl copy of this. I'll show you here. It's a nice looking vinyl, also in really near mint condition there. This is the blue vinyl edition. So another 2 in 1 day, same title find there. So I was happy for that. This one, King Crimson beat. Anyone that likes prog or the obscure likes King Crimson. And I almost have the entire catalog now. This was a nice near mint copy of this one. I think this was a $3 album, so I was very happy to find that. Now this one I found at my local secondhand store here that has the 50-cent bins I've talked about. This was in their regular bins, and this was a $3 album. And this is King Crimson, The Wake of Poseidon. and this is on the collector's edition label. This was a second printing, I believe. They did what's called a collector's edition. I don't know much beyond that. I haven't really researched it yet, but real nice copy of this. Okay, now here's some cool stuff. Yes, one of my favorite bands, and I've really been focusing on more of the obscure stuff by them, and so I do have some recent purchases online here of some really nice bootleg material. And the first one is Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe, Long Distance Roundabout. This was recorded September 9th, 1989 at the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View, California, which happens to be, I didn't see this show, but I've seen many, many shows there. It's only about an hour from here. In fact, Yes is going to be playing there coming up in August, I believe. So, nice 2 LP boot. And here's another one I've been after for a while and can never find a really good copy of it. And this is Yes, Live in London. And this is another 2 LP boot here. And here's another one. This is Yes, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. This is a single LP. And 1973 World Tour. Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Yes. And this is a 2 LP. I was very happy to get this one. Been after this one for a while. This was recorded in 1974. And this is Yes, Live at the Long Beach Arena. Just a plain black there. Or, yeah, plain black. So very, very happy to get these. And here's another one. And this one I already had, but this one I found and purchased it because it had different labels. It actually had photo labels. The pressing I have just has plain white labels, and this one has some real neat art on the actual vinyl labels, and it's Yes in the Round. 2 LP set, and this is from the 1978